Joining me today is Mr. James Peacock of Northeast Capital Fund, a longtime advocate for the idea that credit is a human right. Mr. Peacock is launching an initial coin offering for the cryptocurrency token COLAcoin in order to change the way capital is distributed in underserved communities. Welcome, Mr. Peacock.
Thank you.
Mr. Peacock, how will your initial coin offering impact the distribution of capital to your targeted demographic of low to moderate income wage earners?
By leveling the playing field, making it possible for broader participation in the capital markets. I've had the opportunity to see the inadequacies in it for a very long time, and that is what spawned me to create the COLAcoin that is going to change the way that risk is assessed and to broaden the distribution of capital. More than half the world's population are left out of the conventional markets. We have to address that, and this will do just that.
Mr. Peacock, what process, products, or services will you use to deliver capital to underserved communities?
Lending is built on risk. And whenever I have gone to the conventional markets to address the inadequacies that exist in our market, I have had resistance because, of course, the market is comfortable with its status quo. We need to change how underwriting is done, which changes how risk is assessed. Our underwriting process does not include credit score or pay history. I suggest that there are no tools presently on the market that we can use to assess future. And in order to continue to use the risk assessments that we are using today, we are implying that those tools exist. That is to say that if I made someone a loan that have perfect credit today, 5 years out, there's nothing to tell me whether they're going to face a financial challenge or the job is going to move offshore or they're going to come down with a terminal illness. So why are we now pretending that that gives us a heads up on risk? It doesn't. So what we did is shifted the burden of the risk from the borrower to the loan. The loan is simply, as we have designed it, as a mathematical equation, so we can control it from beginning to end.
How does the COLAcoin loan structure change how risk is underwritten in the lending process?
Well, one of the things that conventional wisdom is developed on is credit score and pay history, which is to say that we are to use how someone has performed in the past as to how they will perform in the future. The COLAcoin suggests that doesn't work. So what we've done is built a product, a loan product, on a self-dissolving platform that will pay itself off. The idea is that if I made you a loan and you never made a payment, it would pay itself off. Now, clearly, that's not the idea. But the point is, in order to address some of the issues that Wall Street and the government gave me as a reason for not supporting this, I had to solve some problems along the way. That's simply one of them.
Mr. Peacock, what's the major problem in the financial markets that makes COLAcoin necessary?
The fact that it's not fair. The playing field is not level. Too many people are left outside of it. When more than half the world's population is left outside of anything, something is wrong with it. So we're just addressing those issues.
How will the capital raised by your initial coin offering be used to attack inequality problems within the financial market?
When we reduce the idea of risk assessment, we open the market up to untold participants. That is to say that 50% that has been left out now is included. We're going to change, we're going to create a paradigm shift here in how capital is distributed. We're not going to be the favorite sons of conventional thinking here, but that's exactly what we're going to do.
Mr. Peacock, what's in it for investors of COLAcoin?
If anyone is watching the industry, the cryptocurrency industry, you will quickly see that it's an awful lot of people becoming very wealthy in that space. It can offer a legacy for anyone that's getting in on it early, as did other revolutionary type of ideas, i.e. The internet, for example. Those that got in on it early made big gains. This space is no different. The early people that's coming on board are going to, the potential for them to make out well is extraordinarily good. To give an example of what that might look like, Bitcoin started out at 25 cents a coin. In November of 2017, it was $20,000 a coin. If you had invested $100 and you cashed out in November, you'd have $8 million. That's what's in it for them.
What are the material differences between COLAcoin and other cryptocurrencies in the market right now?
When you look at the cryptocurrency market in general, one of the things that will be pretty consistent across that space is that the cryptocurrency world is riding on just a token. It's not they are not businesses. They are not products. They are not services. They are simply coin. Our coin, COLAcoin, will be riding on hard assets, real estate, cash, and monthly cash flow from the real estate. That then stabilizes the coin against its competitors like no other coin in the market right now.
Mr. Peacock, what do you see for the future of the cryptocurrency market and COLAcoin?
The cryptocurrency industry is changing as we speak, but probably for the better. That is to say that it was the Wild Wild West show from the beginning. That means that everybody was coming into it raising large sums of money. If you enter it today, that's being very scrutinized. You can't just come up with some idea that isn't sound and have people give you large sums of money. Now, what the SEC has done, instead of trying to control the entrepreneur, they've scared the heck out of the professionals. So you can't get an attorney, you can't get an accounting firm, you can't get a blockchain developer, you can't get any of the professionals in this space to work with you if your idea isn't sound and if you're not filing with the SEC under at least Reg D forms. Now, as far as COLAcoin and how the industry will go in the future, the first thing is our COLAcoin will be actual money. That is to say, it will have value. It will be a medium of exchange. It will be a unit of account. That is the definition of money. In fact, it will probably be more money than the money in your pocket, because every dollar in your pocket was borrowed into existence. If we paid off all our debt, none of us would have a dime. Most of the public don't know that. Both will survive and both will flourish, I do believe. In terms of our COLAcoin, we have a great deal of acceptance in this venture. People that we didn't think would support us are. So we have gained traction, and it appears that we will do well, COLAcoin will do well, and of course the cryptocurrency industry speaks for itself.
Well, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.